Brian Smith is in for Cedric Haynes this afternoon. Busy day in our Storm Alert Center.
Yeah, all over the place, right, Brian?
Yeah, absolutely. Very busy day. And I just want to take this time here to say a big shout out to Allison, who had been here since about 3 o'clock this morning and here till 3 o'clock this afternoon. I walked in, I said, go home. You've done your duty, and she did a fantastic job.
Yes,
so
she did.
Shout out to Allison there too. All right, today certainly has been that Storm Alert weather day, and I'm happy to tell that for most of us, we're done. Yeah, I still get a couple texts coming in right now, and I said, we're done. We're good for the rest of the evening, with the exception of a few more showers that are now beginning to roll right back into Chattanooga, Red Bank. We'll probably hear some raindrops outside of our studios here in a second. But this batch of rain that's moving in doesn't really have any energy to work with. But you look further to the south, we still do have energy. And so we are still watching some stronger storms now right outside of Rome here, extreme southern parts of our viewing area, just south of Fort Payne. And you can still see quite a bit of storm activity pushing off towards the east and to the southeast, just right there on the southern fringes of our viewing area, moving into the Atlanta area. Right now, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning that has been in effect here for Floyd County. That is out until 5 o'clock here, just north of Rome. You get a little bit further off to the east and kind of give your bearing here. It's Chattanooga right behind the 3. We're now looking down towards Ellijay and Dahlonega. And again, that line is mainly now east of our viewing area, but nevertheless, still some pretty nasty activity. So here's a look at what happened as we were working our way towards the early afternoon hours. We saw that line of thunderstorms developing to the west. As it moved into Chattanooga, it really started to flex its muscles, and especially across northwestern Georgia. So when you look at things, downtown Chattanooga saw a little bit, but then you get out towards East Brainerd and to the East Ridge, we saw a little bit more in the way of stronger winds. Here's a look at all of those storm reports again, and you can just see all the white dots everywhere. Those indicate all those wind reports, whether it was trees down, power lines down, or even a strong wind gust. And as I mentioned earlier too, we had a wind gust here in Chattanooga, 68 miles an hour. These are the folks that are still without power, and we still have quite a bit here, but shout out to the crews that have been working very hard. Okay, now you want to know what the weather is going to be like for tomorrow, right? None of this stuff. We're going to have 87 degrees, mostly sunny, and also a little less humid. And the reason why I like showing this map here is anytime you can see a smile, that's what I call it, a little less humid, just makes you feel better. Is it going to be a big change tomorrow? No, not really, but a little bit better. Very unusual setup that we had here today. Usually in August, it is very just sort of normal weather, hot, hazy, humid with pop-up storms. But we've been watching this cold front, which will pass through here the next couple of hours. Out ahead of that front, we had enough wind support, we had enough heat support, and that's what really led to that line of showers and thunderstorms. Now that front's pushing to the south, and we have drier air moving in. Our in-house model wants to generate some showers tomorrow afternoon. I've got my doubts, but I'll mention it. When is our next best chance of rain? Probably now on Wednesday. There's a look at Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening, some showers and maybe some rumbles beginning to move in. You look at the big picture and we have another chance of rain as we get to Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I know you look at this map and you think, my goodness, my weekend is a washout. No, we're just kind of getting back into that more typical pop-up showers and thunderstorms, but maybe a little bit more on Wednesday night and into Thursday. How much more rainfall? These maps are hard to draw, but we could still see some soakers down the road. Thankfully, though, it's not going to be all that hot. All right, forecast tonight, temperatures into the upper 60s. We'll call it partly cloudy and west winds. As we get into tomorrow, mostly sunny. High temperatures into the upper 80s. And we're going to look like, as we get into the 7-day forecast, overall temperatures in the upper 80s to around 90 with a better chance of rain later Wednesday and Thursday.